Kuzma is hard because talented player, arguably in a very difficult situation to really spread his wings, and making 13 mil this year, next year, and then as a player option for the year after. And player options are always challenging for when you're selling general managers because the assumption is the player is going to make the right decision. So if that's too much money for the player, then he'll opt in and then you have to pay him. And if it's too little money, then he'll opt out and become an unrestricted free agent. So I think of Kuzma, like I think of him as at this point as a high-end reserve that could reestablish himself as a starter, but he's not quite there yet. So I would say he's slightly underwater, but I wouldn't be surprised if other GMs disagree. If somebody has him a little higher, that they think Kuzma's had real struggles with the Lakers, but it's a different circumstance. And so if we, give him the ball a little bit more, we put him in a situation where he can get it, maybe he can find his stroke back and he can get the offensive verve. I mean, Kuzma, I remember watching him in Summer League that first year. I hadn't watched any of him at Utah. I'm just like, wow, this guy's really talented. This guy's really skilled. And the Lakers haven't needed him to do as much. And that can be a challenge for a guy who's in his 20s and just, trying to find his way. And as much as LeBron makes life easier on his teammates, it also kind of narrows their role. And for some guys, that's great. I think that's been great for KCP. And for some guys, I think it's a little bit challenging. And I think that Kuzma is more in the second camp.